Bing boing bing. Everybody has a story to tell with Toddy One Skip. Hey guys, this is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your day. I really appreciate it. I really do. So thank you so much, guys. Guys, I just want to thank you. I've had some super chats or super thanks, and I saw them in the comments, and I've gotten memberships, and I appreciate that. I really do. But I want you to understand the memberships. They're you don't get anything for the memberships. Just simply just supports the channel, which I appreciate. The views support the channel too, and the subscriptions too. So just so you know, I just can't offer more for people that have a little bit more money. I just don't think that's right. But there are people that like to support the channel and get those badges that come, and by all means. Anyway, guys, Patrick Rourke did a live stream. Like he said, he said he was going to do it, and he did it, and he kept his promise this time, and he kept it very simple. And I have to tell you that I believed 99% of what he said. I do. It doesn't mean that I think the pictures and the videos he took of Timmy were any less inappropriate, and some were exploiting of Timmy, or that they weren't. Well, you know, they were. Even here's the thing. Timmy doesn't know that he was being exploited, and I don't honestly think that Patrick thinks that he exploited Timmy. I think that he was making money off of Timmy time, right? He was making money off of Timmy time. But I think Timmy was doing a lot of fun things too, and Timmy didn't know any better. And he was taking Timmy here, and he was taking Timmy there. And so, you know, I'm not saying that's right or wrong. That is something that, you know, I think each person has to decide if that's right. How much is it worth to have Timmy go to the races, or Timmy to go catfish fishing? And you know, so again, that goes back to the first or second video I put out on, you know, what you guys think something's worth, right? So Patrick also said that there was a contract.
I only have one Facebook. I make money off of one Facebook. There is a contract. In the contract, it states that no matter what platform that there is, the Whittakers make a third off of it.
The question is, have they been making a third off of it? And off of all of them? $5,000? I'm sorry, that math does not math.
And I know that I have one, and I know that there's 7 of them that I don't own that are making money off the Whittakers. And that pisses me off.
That pisses a lot of us off, because we want to know if the Whittakers are at least getting a third. Listen, I'm not saying that at some point Patrick didn't realize, oh hell, while doing this I can make bank. I'm not saying that that didn't happen. But I think that he went into this with true intentions, and I think that Patrick always wanted that new house for the Whittakers. I don't know that I think Eric wanted that. So you guys need to, if you have an interest in the Whittaker story and what's going on with them now, please listen to what Patrick is saying. So his thing was, you know, let's all work together, not financially. He's not asking for any money. He says that the Whittaker house is not condemned, but it does need to be cleaned. It needs elbow grease. Now, let me tell you something. I don't know who's going to do that. I know that there are people out of the goodness of their hearts, but there has to be a company to come in there, just like they do in Hoarders, that show Hoarders. Now, I thought about reaching out to Patrick and saying, hey, you know, do you want Hoarders? But they've had enough of that shit. And we don't need that, right? We don't want to see the stuff coming out. We don't want to see if there's stuff growing on things. We don't want to see that because they've been through enough. We've already heard it. That's bad enough. We didn't need to shame them. So I guess what Patrick's hoping for and what he's asking for is there anybody that can come and just help clean that house? Now, the house does need to be cleaned, even if just Betty stays there. Let's take this a step at a time. Betty doesn't have a home right now. She just doesn't have a home right now. So, doesn't she deserve a home, even if it's just Betty? After everything she's done for her family, doesn't she deserve a home? Like, she's too old to do this now. And she was trying to keep up after a bunch of people that couldn't take care of themselves. Here's another thing that I'm questioning, and a couple of you, well, about 3 or 4 of you have asked me about this, so I don't know. Why can't Betty see the family? Why is Betty being separated from the family? I'm asking. I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't think it's common. I don't understand. I don't know. Also, will the Whittakers ever reunite? Now, Patrick's hopeful. Of course he's hopeful. And he should be hopeful. But I don't know if that could actually be something that's paid for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that could happen. Of course, the first step, obviously, would be to have the house cleaned. So that's what he's asking for. Anybody that lives in the area, anybody that wants to make a trip. Maybe somebody that has one of those companies, I'm not trying to be funny, but that cleans up after crime scenes and goes in there with those suits and stuff. Maybe. So Patrick's asking to reach out to him, and he promises to respond back. Here's what I do know. We've seen Patrick. We haven't seen Eric. Patrick also made a comment. Now, if anybody knows the answer to this, because I don't know who he was alluding to, but Patrick said that one of the channels that covers the Whittakers, 100% all of their money is going to be donated to somebody else. I don't know who that is. If you guys know who that is, I'd like to know who that is in the comments. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Again, I don't know how many people are going to volunteer to go into the house. Maybe if I had one of them suits on and stuff, but I live in New York. But anyway, if anybody wants to do that, please reach out to Patrick. And once the house, I guess, is clean, I don't know what the next step is. Patrick did say that nobody has reached out to him yet about the fraud charges, I guess. He said nobody's reached out to him. Patrick made a point of saying, listen, everybody sees me. You see my face. Everybody sees me. I come home every day. He explained how he met the family, how long he's known the family, what he used to do for the family. And I got to tell you that I believed him. I believed him. And I do believe that he is heartbroken over this. I do believe that this was an eye-opening experience, a very sobering experience, and that it does bother him. Now, maybe I'm wrong. This is my opinion, and I believe that. It doesn't mean that he wasn't going to make money off of helping in getting the Whittakers a home. And again, I don't have a problem with that. That he should get paid. I get paid. I'm a content creator. I get paid. But they needed to get paid too. The Whittakers needed to get paid too, and fairly, off of all of the platforms. And like Patrick said, and we've known this, he only has control over one platform. Not that we know this. I take that back. He's been saying that. And we've seen some correspondence that kind of alludes to that. So, anyway, guys, I think that, and I don't want to take the views away from that man. So please just check out his page. And if anybody can help, why not? If you can, why not? Why not? If you can. And then, hopefully Betty will see her family. I don't know why they're not. I don't know what's going on with that, and I just pray that there's nothing nefarious going on there, and that listen. Here's the thing. It looks like, if you read the thing, it looks like the Whittaker family and Eric and Patrick are under investigation. I can understand that. It doesn't mean that Betty or Larry did anything wrong. It just means that they would be the competent ones in a situation, especially if people are saying that there's money going on here. Doesn't mean that they got the money. Doesn't mean that they got the money. Okay? It just means that they could be questioned. And maybe that's what's going on until they clear them that they're going to talk to, that they'll let them together. This is all speculation, guys. But if you do read the article about, it does say that the Whittaker family and, the two guys. So, but again, it could just, I believe that, it's probably just because of the fact that they're competent and they need to answer some questions. And I believe that, they'll probably, if there's anything that, I don't know that they knew anything about it. I don't know. Anyway, guys, go check that out. This is Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip. This continues to be their story. Don't let it be yours, guys. If you believe in the power of prayer, please pray for the Whittakers. If not, please send good vibes. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Thank you. Bing, boing, bing. Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip.